Often you need to search for a word, a date, or a number within a worksheet. This process, when the data are only a few, is not difficult, but it becomes challenging when your data extends over 2 or more pages. If you have hundreds or thousands of entries, you can say it's practically impossible to find what you want manually, or at least it's very time consuming. That's why the Find and Replace tool exists in Excel. On the current worksheet, I want to see if the surname Davis exists anywhere, and if it does, I want to locate the cell that contains it. The search tool is located on the Home tab in the Editing palette, inside the Find and Select tool, where you can see the Find option here. Since finding is something you need relatively often, it's good to remember the shortcut key, which is Ctrl F, where F stands for Find. I will click the Find button, I will type Davis here, and then I will click the Find Next button. Notice that the cell containing what I'm looking for has been found, and the cell itself was automatically selected. However, there might be another cell that contains the same content. I will press Find Next again, and notice that nothing happens, but the same cell remains selected. This means that there is no other cell with this content on the current worksheet. I will delete the name Davis from the Find dialog box, and I will replace it with Michael. Now I will press Find Next. Okay, it found one occurrence of this text. I will press Find Next again, and it found another cell that contains this surname. I can either continue pressing the Find Next button to locate one by one the cells that contain this surname, or I can press Find All, and now a list appears with all the cells that contain this surname, and I have the ability to move to any cell simply by clicking on any item of this list. One thing that is interesting about the Find and Replace dialog box is that while it is open, I can go to any cell and work on my worksheet normally. Of course, I can close the window anytime by clicking the X button here, but I can keep it open while I'm working in Excel, and this is something that we usually do when we work with the Find and Replace dialog box. I will open the dialog box again by pressing Ctrl F this time on the keyboard, and I should mention that the simple search I made finds a cell that contains the text I'm looking for among other content. I will do another search to help you understand this. I will delete the current text in the search dialog box and type road instead, and I will press Find Next. Notice that the cell found contains the word road as part of the cell's content. I will do something else to make this even clearer. I will delete road and simply type the letters ON and then press Find Next. Notice that each time I press Find Next, the cell found contains the letters ON as part of its content. The reason I emphasized on all this is because there is an option that allows you to search for cells that contain exactly and only what we are searching for. See what I mean? I want to find if the word road exists somewhere but not as part of the cell. I want the entire cell to contain only this word and nothing else. I will go to the search and type road, and I will click on the options button. Here I will activate the option to match entire cell contents, and I will click on Find Next. Now a message appears informing me that no cell was found. This happened because there is no cell whose entire content is just the word road. Earlier, when I searched for this word and found the cell did not contain only the word road. Road was part of the cell's content. I will click OK here, deactivate the Match Entire Cell Contents option, and click Find Next again. Now the cell is found because the option to match the entire contents is deactivated. Another option here is the match case. I will delete what I have in the search and type Davis instead. Notice that I wrote the surname with a lowercase first letter. I will click Find Next, and the search finds it besides the fact that the first letter is capital in the cell. Now I will activate the match case option, and I will click Find Next again. Now it tells me it can't find it, so this option will, when enabled, will find only text written in lowercase or capital letters exactly as I write them in the search box. I will click OK here, And the last option I will show you is the within list, which by default is set to the value shown here, which is sheet. This means that the search I'm doing is only within the data of the current worksheet. In my case, the worksheet Boston. If I want to search something in all the worksheets of this workbook, I will open this list and select workbook. So I will go to find what and type Alexander here, see with a capital A, and I will click find next. Notice that it located the cell containing this text even though it's on the Denver worksheet. I will open the worksheet, the within list again, and select the sheet. I will move to the Boston worksheet and click the find next button. Now it tells me it can't find it because the search is only within the current worksheet. I will click OK here to move on to the last part of this lesson, which is the replacement function. Replacement works with the same logic as finding, with the difference that every time it finds something, it replaces it with something else. For example, I want to replace the word Cedar Road with Oak Drive, the phrase Cedar Road with Oak Drive. Since I'm already in the find window, I can directly switch to the replace tab. The only change is that there is one more text titled replace with. The find settings you saw earlier also work here in the same way, so you can enable or disable any settings to focus the search to whatever you want and only replace what was found based on the search settings you specify. I will type Cedar Road in find what, and I will type Oak Drive in the replace with, because this is the replacement that I want to do. And I will click as a first move, I will click just find next. Now I have the option to press the replace button if I want to make the replacement in that specific cell, or press find next to move to the next occurrence of Cedar Road without making a replacement in the current case. So I can choose whether the replacement will occur in its case or not. I will click replace here. So in this cell, Cedar Road became Oak Drive, and it found the next cell with the phrase Cedar Road inside. Here I will click find next, so I moved to the next cell without making a replacement in the previous one. If I don't want to go through its case one by one, I will press the replace all button. So all replacements were made, and it informs me of the number of replacements made. I will close the find and replace window. I want to show you that from the editing palette and the find and select tool, there is the option of replace, from where I can directly enter the relevant window, or with the shortcut Ctrl H. This is the shortcut, I can activate the same window. I will click the replace option, and notice that the find and replace tools are in the same window, just in different tabs. They also have the same options, with only one difference. In the find tab, there is no replace with field, while in the replace tab, this field is present. That's all for this lesson. Thank you for watching.